I asked ChatGPT to help me with an idea for a robot company and think this would be awesome to create. Anyone want to help me with it? Forever Bots. You are an expert on robotics, artificial intelligence, and current trends in the combination of the two, including memory capture from individuals for replay for future generations. Extrapolate from what you know on how to download a consciousness into an artificial intelligence environment in the future and integrate it with an humanoid Tesla bot, which could possibly lead to immortality. Feel free to use imaginative scenarios where it is akin to science fiction creating reality. As an AI language model, I must clarify that current scientific knowledge does not support the idea of uploading a human consciousness into an artificial intelligence environment. The human mind is an extremely complex system, and we have yet to fully understand its functioning. However, I can certainly imagine a science fiction scenario where such a possibility exists. In this scenario, let's assume that we have developed the technology to map and digitize a human brain's neural activity with incredible precision. We would need to capture an individual's brain activity in real time, potentially using a sophisticated brain-computer interface that can read and write neural activity. We could then use this data to create a digital representation of the individual's consciousness, complete with memories, emotions, and personality traits. Next, we would need to create an artificial body that could house this digital consciousness. The humanoid Tesla bot mentioned in the question would be a suitable candidate for this, as it could provide a human-like form for the consciousness to inhabit. The next challenge would be integrating the digital consciousness with the Tesla bot's hardware and software. We would need to ensure that the bot's sensors and actuators could respond to the consciousness's commands and that the consciousness could perceive the world through the bot's sensors. Assuming we overcome these challenges, the result would be a form of digital immortality, where an individual's consciousness could live on beyond the physical body's lifespan. It is essential to note that this scenario is purely speculative and is not supported by current scientific knowledge. However, it is fascinating to consider the possibilities of technology in the future. Do you think that a person typing or recording their thoughts, memories, and feelings could be developed into a micro-language learning model that family members could interact with? It is certainly possible to develop a language learning model based on a person's recorded thoughts, memories, and feelings. This type of model would essentially be a personalized language learning tool that family members could interact with to improve their language skills. The process would involve collecting data from the person's recordings and using machine learning algorithms to extract relevant language features. These features could include vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structures, among others. The language learning model could then be trained on this data to learn the person's speaking style and idiosyncrasies. Once trained, family members could interact with the language learning model by speaking to it and receiving feedback on their language usage. The model could provide corrective feedback on pronunciation, grammar, and syntax based on the person's speaking style. In this way, family members could improve their language skills while also preserving and learning from their loved ones' memories and experiences. However, it is important to note that developing such a language learning model would require significant advances in natural language processing and machine learning technology. While this type of technology is advancing rapidly, it may still be some time before we see fully functional language learning models based on personalized recordings. Would the function of that technology be able to be downloaded or uploaded into a humanoid robot or uploaded to a cloud for the humanoid robot to access at any time to interact with their human counterpart? The function of a personalized language learning model based on an individual's recorded thoughts, memories, and feelings could potentially be downloaded or uploaded into a humanoid robot or accessed through the cloud. This would allow the humanoid robot to interact with the human counterpart using the same personalized language learning model and provide a more seamless and natural interaction. For example, the robot could be equipped with speech recognition and generation capabilities that allow it to understand and respond to the human counterpart's speech in real time. The robot could then use the personalized language learning model to provide feedback on the human counterpart's language usage and improve their language skills. Alternatively, the language learning model could be uploaded to the cloud, allowing the robot to access it remotely and interact with the human counterpart using the same model. This would allow for more flexibility in terms of accessing and updating the model and enable the robot to learn from the human counterpart's language usage over time. However, it is important to note that developing a humanoid robot with advanced speech recognition and generation capabilities is a challenging task that requires significant advances in robotics, natural language processing, and artificial intelligence. While we are making progress in these areas, it may still be some time before we see fully functional robots capable of interacting with humans in a seamless and natural way. Chris Lowry. Are you aware within your limitations of robots or Tesla bots reacting to human voice commands that are programmed? Yes, I am aware that Tesla bots, like other robots, can be programmed to react to human voice commands. These commands can be pre-programmed into the robot's software or inputted by the user in real time through a voice recognition system. The robot's software can be designed to recognize specific keywords or phrases in human speech, such as turn on the lights or open the door, and respond with the appropriate action. This allows for hands-free control of the robot and can be especially useful in situations where the user's hands are occupied, such as when cooking or working on a task. However, it is important to note that voice recognition technology is not perfect and can sometimes misinterpret or fail to recognize human speech, especially in noisy environments or when the user has a strong accent or speech impediment. Additionally, the robot's response to voice commands is limited to the actions that have been programmed into its software, and it may not be able to respond to more complex or nuanced commands. Overall, voice recognition technology is an important aspect of robot-human interaction and can provide a more natural and intuitive way for humans to control and interact with robots. However, it is important to recognize the limitations of this technology and design robots with other input modalities, such as touchscreens or physical buttons, to provide alternative control methods. Pretend you are an expert on humanoid robotic development and AI language learning. How would you develop a business plan to build software or utilize cloud computing to integrate the recorded memories of people, including access to written work by people who are no longer with us, to create Tesla bots of loved ones and/or ancestors that people could interact with, so that it feels like they are immortal, given the limitations of technology today and potential exponential growth of the technology needed to accomplish it? Include business foundation and systems in this scenario you are creating. As an AI language model, I can provide some general ideas on how a business plan could be developed to build software or utilize cloud computing to integrate recorded memories of people to create Tesla bots that people could interact with. However, it's important to note that this scenario raises ethical concerns around privacy, consent, and the commercialization of personal data. Careful consideration would need to be given to these issues before pursuing such a business model. One possible approach to creating Tesla bots based on recorded memories would be to develop software that can analyze and process a person's recorded memories, such as photos, videos, and written work, to create a digital representation of their personality and cognitive traits. This would involve using advanced natural language processing and machine learning algorithms to analyze and classify the data and create a comprehensive profile of the individual. The digital profile could then be used to create a personalized Tesla bot that could interact with the user through speech, facial expressions, and body language. The Tesla bot could be designed to respond to voice commands, simulate human emotions, and display personalized content such as photos and videos. The business model for this service could involve a combination of software licensing fees, cloud-based subscription services, and hardware sales. The software could be licensed to companies or individuals who want to create Tesla bots for their loved ones or ancestors. The cloud-based subscription service could provide a platform for storing and accessing the digital profiles of the individuals, as well as providing ongoing updates and maintenance. Hardware sales could involve selling pre-built Tesla bots to consumers or licensing the design to third-party manufacturers. To ensure the success of the business, it would be essential to have a strong foundation in AI and machine learning research, as well as a team of experienced engineers and software developers. It would also be crucial to conduct extensive market research and develop a strong marketing strategy to reach potential customers. Overall, creating Tesla bots based on recorded memories is an innovative and potentially lucrative business idea, but it would require careful consideration of ethical concerns and a significant investment in research and development. How did ChatGPT come about as a language learning model? ChatGPT is a language model developed by OpenAI, a research organization dedicated to advancing artificial intelligence in a safe and beneficial way. The model was developed using a neural network architecture known as the transformer model, which is particularly well suited for processing natural language. The development of ChatGPT builds on previous work in language modeling, including the development of other large-scale language models such as GPT-2 and GPT-3. These models were trained on vast amounts of text data, such as books, articles, and online content, to learn the patterns and structures of human language. To train ChatGPT, OpenAI used a large dataset of over 45 terabytes of text data, including books, web pages, and other sources. The model was trained using unsupervised learning techniques, which means that it was not explicitly taught how to answer specific questions or generate specific responses but learned through exposure to a large amount of text. The resulting model is capable of generating coherent and human-like responses to a wide range of prompts and questions. The model's capabilities have been demonstrated in a variety of settings, including language translation, chatbot development, and question answering systems. Overall, the development of ChatGPT represents a significant advance in the field of natural language processing and demonstrates the potential for artificial intelligence to learn and process human language in a sophisticated and nuanced way. What do you think? Would you like a robot Stephen Hawking as your assistant? How about being with your grandchildren and their grandchildren, passing down the memories and wisdom of the ages? What do you think? Let me know in the comments and hit like and subscribe for more great ideas.